Go Kiki. It's your birthday. Go Kiki. What was it? Where? Where? Hold on. Where? Where is it 45 at? What's up, Gemini Gang Gang? Yes, my birthday was Saturday, 6 June 6th. I'm doing this video. Whatever today is. What's today? Still my birthday. Hello? That's what it is. I'm the birthday. People be like, what does it mean when they be saying you the birthday, I'm the birthday? This is what it means. Welcome to the United States of Gemini. Okay. Let me run it back. All right. Welcome to the Kiki show at 8. Where you about to Kiki with Kiki tonight? We about to Kiki, okay? So I found some tea. Kiki found some tea on TikTok, okay? I found Mackenzie, Skrilla, whatever her name is, the Illa, you know what I'm talking about. I found her Prison Bay's Storytime on TikTok. Kiki, night. Yes, babe. Prison Bay, hello. So if you don't know, if you've been up underneath a rock or whatever, or in the mud or whatever, Mackenzie Skrilla was a teenager, 17-year-old girl, believe out of Ohio. She crashed her car into a brick building, a brick wall, along with her boyfriend and a mutual friend of theirs. You feel me? They were unalived in the car accident. She survived. She living out there scot-free, thinking she's scot-free till like months later. They pull up, pull up like, call the papa, you feel me? They pulls up on her, arrest her and everything. Girl, what you thought it was? What was it? So I'm invested into this case, going down rabbit holes. Kiki Show at 8. Subscribe to the channel. Tell me happy birthday in the comments. I'm trying to build this channel up so I can keep giving y'all some of this content, you feel me? Download all the music. Go purchase some of my books on Amazon. I got children's coloring books, all that, okay? Oh, this shirt is kind of making me bad. Look like, what was it? Anyway, so I found Prison Bay. We're going to watch a couple of them because I think she got like 8, 9 parts. We're going to watch like half of them. And if y'all want to continue watching it, y'all could go to her TikTok. What is her name? It's going to be right here. You can go to her TikTok and go finish watching the stories. Okay. So let's get into her. Honey, this is some tea. Some tea. And she cute too. Prison Bay cute.
Okay, so y'all wanted story time on how I was romantically with Mackenzie, Skrilla in prison. So I'm gonna get into that. I didn't really want to do it until like her court cases were over, and that's why I'm like just now coming out and talking about it, because I don't know how all that works for real. So
We
I was
watched this
probably
together.
like
This is
a
authentic.
week or two shy of my out date when me and Mackenzie really started talking. Because I have seen her like walk around the track all the time with her friend Jasmine. Like they were together every day, all day, lived in the same cottage, all that. But like I didn't walk up to her because like the way like she upheld herself and stuff is kind of like a mean girl aura. Like full Regina George radiating off her. Honestly, like the plastics right there, walking the track. Like prison style, seriously. So one day I had saw my friend Juice walking with them. And at this time I didn't even know Mackenzie's name. I didn't know Jasmine's name. I didn't know either of them. I just know like they were always walking the track. So come to find out, Juice was dating Jasmine, which was Mackenzie's best friend. So I was like, so I'm trying to pass this little 2-3 weeks. What's up with her friend? Like, we can all kick it and chill. Because me and Juice always kicked it. Like, hacky sacked on the yard, hacky sacked in the cottage. Like, chilled, was always just smiling, laughing, trying to make, like, the worst out of the best. You know? And so Juice was like, all right, I'll talk to her. Like, I got you. Her name's Mackenzie. I'll talk to her for you. And I'm like, all right, bet, cool. So at that time, it was like third yard. So we get like 3 yards. One's really early, one's in the middle, one's at the end. So we couldn't go back outside after that. And I was always bored in there because, like, my first year down, I was dating this other girl in there. And
Girl,
she got
get
all
to the
crazy on
tea.
me and broke my tablet. And, like, it's not like having a phone outside of, like, jail and your girl breaks it. We're in prison, bro. I
Y'all
can't
don't need
get another
tablets
one.
any damn way.
So, couldn't get another one of those, so I wasted the time till the next day. Reading, running around, hacky sacking, whatever. So I laid down, woke up the next day. Sleep through first yard, because like I said, it's early, so early. No one got time for that. So second yard swings around. No, lunch swings around, because lunch comes first, and then MCC, which
I'm trying to be cool.
The new prisoners that come
But
in
God
can't
damn.
be with General Pop. They have to be separated. So they go back. The yard opens. So the yard opens. I'm kind of just chilling in my bunk, chilling like, cause I didn't really want to go outside.
Girl, we don't plan on going to prison. We don't want to know the ropes, the courtyards, the pods, the cottage. I mean, I understand all you got is time, but baby, damn, you need to write a book with this. We like you're not a good storyteller, but I'm just saying, like, get to the. She like, then we eat this, and then we eat that, then it's that, because when the new prisoners come in, girl, I don't.
It's super hot. In prison, it's
Okay,
so
thank
it's hot
you.
as hell. It's hot as hell. So I'm just chilling in my bed, my bunk, whatever. On top bunk, I hear my friend Juice yelling like, Cheyenne, Cheyenne. So I go up there. I'm like, what's up? And she's like, hey, bro, Mackenzie Spen thought you were cute since you first popped out. She already has a little nickname for you. She calls you Fro. Well, obviously Fro because the hair. But at the time, I didn't have no, like, lineup or nothing. So it was just a crazy, crazy Fro. Like, crazy. And I'm like, all right, bet. And she was like, well, she said she wanted you to meet her on the next yard. So I'm like, all right, that's cool. So I go hop in the shower because, like I said, in prison in summertime is horrible. Like, you have to have, like, 4 fans or you're going to be, like, stuck to your bed. Honestly, stuck to your bed. It's so bad. So I hop in the shower, whatever. I go outside to hit the yard. I see her and Jasmine immediately walking because they're always out there. You can always spot them. And I walked to her like, hey, what's up? And she's like, what's up? Like, and I kid you not, the first thing she says to me is, you're top 3 on my hottest people on the farm list.
What them top 3 on the farm? Okay, she in there calling shots. Like, come on, are you serious? Like, okay, that was part 1. I hope we can speed this up because I got things to do. Like, what's tea? Like, okay, she was a mean girl. She's sending shots, calling shots, telling whoever she wants, telling whoever to come tell you she wanted to meet you. You had to go take a shower because it's hot out there, and you probably, was, whatever, freshen up. Probably take 4 or 5 showers a day. You had a fro. You didn't get a lineup because, I guess, I don't know, commissary or whatever on your books was low. I don't know. But okay, you met her. What? What happened? What's tea?
What's happening though? But I gotta figure out now. So here's part 2. So I felt like I should backtrack a little bit though, because I feel like it would be better to have some pictures along with this. So I kind of want to give y'all an idea of what Mackenzie looked like every day, because that was talked about a lot, about how, like, she really cared about her appearance. And I'm pretty sure, like, throughout the time we were chilling, she told me she woke up at, like, 5 a.m. every morning just to, like, do her makeup, her hair, and look at.
Ain't that the time y'all
So I'm
gotta
gonna
get
show
up
you guys,
anyway?
like, what she looks like most.
Ain't that the time they be calling breakfast or chow, whatever y'all, ain't that the time y'all gotta get up anyway? Y'all got too much privileges up in there. I'm confused. Y'all got tablets. I mean, access to showers when you don't want to. Like, I don't know. She calling shots, walking the blade. I mean, the track. Um, you talking about she wake up 5 o'clock every morning, put on blade. Ain't that the time they be waking y'all up? I don't know. Correct me.
of the time. Alright, so this is what I meant by that. Like, she always had her hair done, eyebrows, everything. Like, woke
In
up early as
prison?
hell to do all this, and like, she
What
could
if?
read
Oh, that's a
and, like,
tablet.
probably do some of the laundry.
Child, I don't even got a tablet.
Alright, so back where I left off. So she was telling me about the list. I was top 3, so I asked her, like, who's 1 and 2? And she's like, 1 is Puff. and I had no idea who that was. Because a lot of people have nicknames, so I was like, Puff, Puff, Puff. Like, right in my mind, like, thinking, like, whose nickname is Puff? And then she's like, oh, no, it's Jordan, which Jordan was, like, this STEM girl doing, like, a 7-8 year bid. She's popular in there. A lot of girls like her. I can't lie. She did look good. So she had, like, long hair.
So you're on there playing MASH.
Like mine, and a big puffball ponytail. So she was like number 1. I think she number 2 was this girl, Dynasty, that had like just popped out to, just at the time that we were talking, had just popped out. She lived in my cottage. I didn't know her that well. She was like a stud, dreads, young, 19, 20, like wild. Y'all know the type I'm talking about. So I think she was number 2. I really just like blew all that list stuff off because girls always have a new girlfriend in there like every other day. Like somebody was somebody's ex every day. This girl was talking to this girl every day. It's just how it goes down in there because it's boring. You don't have anything to do in there, so you just fill your time with anything, honestly. So we get to walk in the track, whatever. I ask her what cottage she's in, and cottages in there, they're like kind of like jail pods but bigger. They're like buildings. We had like 12 or 13 of them. 2 sides to each cottage, and then it'd be like 100 to 120 girls on each side. So I asked her what cottage she lived in. She's like Wheeler, which automatically popped to me because like Wheelers are like lifers or like really privileged inmates. So I'm like,
this is some Harry Potter.
Wheeler has like flat screens, actual couches, rooms that you can close your door because it was like an open prison, so you just had bunks everywhere, like little cubicles of bunks, open, like anybody could walk in there. But Wheeler wasn't like that. I'll show you guys. I got a little picture to show you. So this is what Wheeler looked like. You see the little couches, the closed rooms up there. You can close the door in. We didn't have tables like that either. We had like the fold-out lunch tables. Like it was just really nice in there. Really, really nice.
So why are you showing us?
So that like had like kind of popped to me, and I'm like made a mental note at that time. Like when I hit this cottage again, I want to call my people and have them look up her crimes because I'm not gonna ask her. Like I'm not gonna ask her. It's like kind of rude in there, especially. I feel like if I would have asked her, she probably wouldn't have told me right away because we were like just getting to know each other. And that's what people always do in there. They don't ever ask crimes. Like, they don't ever. They just go get your inmate number off your bunk, look it up, call their people, and just do it like that. They don't be like, hey, what'd you do? What'd you do? Because especially if it's a really bad crime, like, they won't ask you. They'll go look it up. Okay, so mental note, have my people look up her stuff when I go back to the cottage at their yard. So I tell her I live in Rogers too, which is a really ghetto cottage. Like it's so ghetto. Their nickname is the Rodrex, like for the Podrex.
Okay, let me pause right there for a minute because baby, it's T. So you had somebody go look up her T, and what? And you look fine, baby. You look alright. You look nice, baby. Let me reposition myself because I feel like it's about to get deep. So yeah, let's continue.
For the Podrex, man, it's just ghetto.
Let's
It's
continue.
like people doing rugs in there all the time, fighting, the nasty. Like you find chairs in the shower from like girls finding their girlfriends over in there because you know they made little to, you know what I'm talking about. I can't really say too much on TikTok about it. But yeah, I told her I lived in there and like she's like, yeah, I know.
Is you snitching, dry? Is you out? She gotta be out.
And she's like, I'm on the maintenance crew. I be picking up boxes from downstairs when you be pushing trash, and I be like, I've been peeping you. I've been seeing you. And I was like, oh, okay. So like she has been watching. She has been seeing me, stuff like that. So we're still walking. Oh, Jasmine's here too. I forgot to mention that. Jasmine's like with us the whole time. So we just walk on the track. And we stop and I think we like sit on the bleachers. We're sitting on the bleachers and I'm like, my back is towards like the White House, which is like the big control center. Like it's like in the very front of the yard. They can see the whole yard, cameras. They can come over the speakers and say stuff. I learned that the hard way. Y'all gonna hear about that because I was with her when we got yelled at over the speakers too. So she's like facing towards me, towards the White House. And she's in her state clothes, like in the picture I showed y'all. But she has them altered, like, to fit her size. Because when they come, they're, like, really big and baggy. So me trying to be slick, cute, I, like, lean forward and, like, rub from her ankle to her calf, like, trying to be cute. So she's, like, smiling, big smile, like, blushing. And then she asked me to see my ID. And I'm like, no, hell no. Because my ID picture is so bad. I like came from county. They had us in a moo-moo. So like I was like wearing a dress. Hair looked crazy. Didn't have a haircut because they don't really cut hair in county. But when you hit the prison, you can find like some raw barbers out there. Straight blade. You're like I can get haircuts like this in there. So I was like, no, I don't want you to see it. I don't want you to see it. But she was like real adamant about it. Like real adamant. She's like, I just want to see your picture. And I just end up giving it to her because she was just asking. And she did not just want to see my picture. There was a whole reason why she wanted to see it, but I'm getting ahead of myself. It's going to be deeper on in the story. Because this is still on the first day. Like, this is still on the first day. So I give her whatever. She looks at it, smiles, gives it back to me. And this is when Jasmine, like, starts chiming in. And just like making small talk, nothing crazy, you know. It's like the yard's about to close, so I'm like, you guys are gonna go to dinner? And like Mackenzie just looks at me crazy. Like I just asked her like something she's never heard or in a foreign language. And she's like, no, I don't eat the prison food. I will never eat the prison food. And I was like, oh, okay. And she's like, yeah, I cook every single day. Like every single day I cook. And I'm like thinking about it, like going through my head, like, that's a lot of money. Because, like, okay, everything's cheap in prison, but you have to buy every single thing to make it a meal. Like, say if you want to buy pizza, you got to buy wraps to make the crust. You got to make pepperonis. You got to buy pizza sauce. You got to buy cheese. You got to buy a shredder for the cheese. So, like, cooking every single day with your commissary, like, would be a lot. Because you only get a certain amount of commissary in there for, like, a certain time period. So, cooking every day, you'd probably run out within, like, 3-4 days. So I'm like, oh. So I just like, okay, so you cook, like you know how to cook. And there's only microwaves in there. So you have to cook all that in a microwave. Like all of it. And she's like, no, Jasmine cooks for me every day. Why, like, wait. But I didn't really think into that either because like that's a hustle in there. And Jasmine said that's what she did. She hustled to make people's food for them so she can get a plate. And that was a hustle. A lot of people did that in there. But that's like a lot to do, especially every day, because like I said, you can cook it in a microwave. So you have to like make everything separately. You have to get a microwave spot, which is like I said, 200 girls in like one cottage. And there's only 2 microwaves. So you have to get a spot like every day, go out there, prep for that spot, be ready. If you run out of time, you're out of that microwave, you can't finish the food. So you really have to be prepared for it. So it's really a lot. And this is where Jasmine starts chiming in again. I think it's because like she felt some type of way that she was like talking about how that was her hustle because she didn't really have no one to take care of her in there. And I don't know, it's like kind of embarrassed, like looked down upon it. Like if you don't have money, it's crazy. It's like a really crazy system. But she had chimed in like, oh, where's Juice? Which is the girl, my friend that was like on and off with Jasmine. Because she had a girlfriend, CJ. Like every time they fought, she would go talk to Jasmine and mess with Jasmine. That's like her 2 main girls. But I'm pretty sure she was in the cottage with CJ. So that was like a whole can of worms I did not want to open at all. Like, I did not want to. So I'm like, I don't know. I haven't seen her since lunch when she told y'all to meet me out here. Because I didn't want to get into that at all. Alright, I got part 3 for y'all. I know y'all been waiting forever. I'm sorry. So, I left off with Jasmine asking about Juice. Me kind of blowing off because I didn't want to get into it. So... right after, like, that conversation comes up, I look up, I see Becca marching across the field. Which Becca is the girl I told you I broke my tablet. We were on and off. Like, my whole time down there, all that, she's marching. I can tell she's mad. I can tell by her demeanor she's mad. So she comes up to her, she looks at her all, she's like, hey. And I'm like, hey, Becca, what's up? And she's like, can you get up and talk to me for a second? So I get up because, like, y'all don't understand. Becca will fight everybody there, call me every name in the book, slap me, take me to the hole right there. Like, half of my whole shots is from that girl. But I ain't gonna lie. She was really fun. She kept me on my toes. Like, it was kind of fun. But at this point, we were like, have not been together for a minute. We got moved. Like, we
No,
used to
you
live
lying.
together and kind of just got moved, broke up, everything. So, but I go talk to her because I don't want the explosion, like I said. So, I go over there and she's like, who's this little beep? And I'm like, Becca, we're not doing this. We're on the yard. We already broke up. We've been broken up. We're not doing this. So she's like, okay, that's fine. She walks up to Mackenzie. She's like, I hope you know I'm walking Cheyenne out. You're not walking her out. I've done this whole time with her.
Okay, what's she feeding
You're
you,
just
baby?
another little girl she just done met. And it's always going to be me. And Mackenzie really don't say nothing. She kind of looks scared. She's just like, okay, okay. While Becca's saying this, which is kind of crazy because Becca's like nothing to be scared of. She's like super tall, skinny, white girl that went to Ohio State and just got into some messed up stuff and got caught in some messed up charges. I think she was like doing a 7-year bid and she was almost out at this time though. She only had a couple months left. So that all goes down. I walk back over to Mackenzie. She doesn't really say anything. She's like, wow, like, what's up with that, bro? I'm like, no, it's just my crazy ex. Like, she does that to every new girl I talk to. So at this time, the COs yell, yard closed. So I walk Mackenzie back to her cottage, go back to mine, blah, 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 sleep, wake up. Next time, go meet her again because we had planned to meet again on the yard the next day. So I meet her again. She comes outside. She looks like, the way she's walking up, her face looks like distorted, like stuff like that. Like she got something on her head. So I'm like, what's up? She was like, I've been hearing some weird stuff about you. I'm like, what? She's like, some bad stuff. So I'm thinking like, she's been hearing that I've been robbing all their rugs because I was doing that in there. Just running off on people. Real bad. Like, I can make a whole story time about those stories. And I will if y'all want me to. But so she's like, so I'm like, it's probably true. And she was like, I heard you got a kid case. And I'm like, huh. No, that's not true. That's not true. Like, that is not true. Like, I thought you were going to say something else. And come to find out, there's another Cheyenne on the cottage. Like, this white girl, she's like about 31 years old. She was like lying to minors about her age and getting with them, and she got caught doing that. So she got some time over that. So she thought that was me. Her roommates were telling her that was me. And I was like, no, that girl's whole different race, everything. And she was actually friends with Juice. And that's how I knew the girl. But I didn't know that was her charges either. Because, like, this girl was super quiet. Didn't never talk, nothing. Like, I didn't even see her until I saw her walking with Juice, for real. So we clear that up, whatever. She's like, thank God. Because I was kind of rationalizing child charges because you're so cute. Like, she was trying to say, like, I was so cute. She was trying to, like, mentalize it in her head, like, why I would do that. And I kind of got quiet at that point. And I'm like, I don't think there would be like any right for someone to do that. And she was like, oh no, I was saying like maybe you were 16, she was 18. I'm like, no. Like none of that. My charges are trafficking, like Pablo Escobar style, not Jeffrey Epstein. Like, no, that's not me. So she kind of backtracked at that point, like, oh no, I just knew it couldn't have been right. Just trying to take back her statements because like I kind of like called her on it.
Ain't that what we doing?
And she's like, I just knew it wouldn't be right. I knew that couldn't be you, whatever. Like, my roommates always talk crazy stuff. Actually, they gave me a nickname that I go by in Wheeler. And I kid you not, she looked at me and said they call her Sharilla the Killer. Y'all want to know something crazy? Y'all got my phone jumping more than it was when I was trapping right now about this Mackenzie Sharilla stuff. And guess what? I am Miss Cardan, so I ain't gonna miss one now. So I got y'all. I'm gonna bring you part 4, and I'm gonna talk about the documentary because y'all been waiting so long for it. I feel bad. I should have dropped it a while ago. Alright, so I left off with her roommates calling her Sharilla the Killer. So I was like, what? No, Shawty didn't say that. She really did not say that. So she like, yeah, I don't want to talk about my case right now, though, because I don't want you to judge me based off that. Like, I'd rather us get to know each other more. So I'm like, all right, that's cool, because now I'm interested. She done piqued my interest. So I'm like, all right, we get to walking the track again and talking. We do that a lot, bro. We just get to walking and talking because we lived in different cottages. So we couldn't really go back to the crib or whatever, because if you went into someone else's cottages, that's a straight hole shot, straight to the hole. I ain't gonna lie, I did try to get her to come up in my cottage, because there's no way I was making it in Wheeler. No way. Like, Wheeler, like I told y'all, was for lifers. Not really privileges, but they got more stuff than us. So they know, like, if someone else is coming in there. The COs, like, they were, like, kind of regulars in cottages. So, like, the same COs would, like, work the same cottages. So they see the same inmates every day. And Wheeler, like, smaller than every other cottage and stuff. But Rogers, too, like the one I was in, always, all the time, in and out, people in and out of the hole, out of MCC, because it was ghetto. So it was like a revolving door. So I was trying to get Mackenzie to come up there. So she wasn't trying to, though, because like when I first was still like talking to her, she was like scary. Like what I be hearing about her now, I heard she like be getting sex tickets and all that other stuff. But when I was like talking to her, she was not with it. Like she did not want to get no tickets. She did not want to get no whole shots, because she was trying to go home and get out on her little appeal. So back on track. So we was walking the track, and I'm like, all right, so can you tell me at least a little bit about it? She's like, 2 people died. I'm like, oh, okay. So I'm thinking, yeah, that's why she in Wheeler. Because she probably got like a life case. But she truly believed she was going to get her appeal. She was telling me how she was working on an appeal. She's going home. Like she's going to be home. How me and her were going to talk when we got home. We're going to continue this outside when she came, when she got home. And all this other stuff. So we end up parking it at the benches again, like always. So we're parked at the bench. She's like, I've never like messed with a girl or like talked to a girl. Like I've kissed them, but I've like never had sex with a girl, whatever. I'm like, oh, for word, like obviously because girls come to gay for the stay, and she got a while, so obviously she got to start liking girls. And so I'm like, oh, okay, I have like I've been messing with girls and stuff. And she's like, so if I come out here tomorrow wearing my yard pants, what are you trying to do? So let me it's funny because the yard pants, so like I told y'all, she got her clothes fitted to her size, so they fit her tighter, so she obviously show off her figure. And yard pants is when you wear something really loose on the yard, because you guys aren't in the same cottage. And obviously, y'all know the pants loose. What's she trying to do? So, I mean, it was a common thing. A lot of people did it. But it was kind of like weird, because you'd have to duck off somewhere into the yard and, get it off. Y'all keep commenting. Orange is the new black type stuff. How Nikki and that stalker girl was in the chapel. It'd be like that, but in the middle of the yard. A lot of people would be walking around, so it'd be like a quick sneak and geek type stuff. And I'm like, man, whatever. I'm on whatever, cause I'm in prison. I'm just doing whatever. It's already, like I said, it's so boring. You're trying to fill your time, find some excitement. So, I mean, not really much you could do in there. So that little bit of excitement, you just grab onto it and run with it. So she's down for that. She's smiling. She's doing that giggle again. She's leaning back and like, just trying to just show off the figure and stuff. So I ask her, I'm like, so you ain't gonna talk anything else like at all? You ain't gonna say nothing else yet? She said, no, stop asking about it until we get closer. I just want to be able to trust you, because it's really like messed up. So I'm like, hey man, we're all in prison. Like so many cases were going on crazy in there that I was hearing about. I heard about a lady chopping up her baby and feeding it to the dad of the kid. I heard about this girl, Debbie. She lined all her kids up executioner style, shot them all in the head. She was like my bunkie, real delusional, crazy. Like I would have to keep stopping and realize where I was, because I know I like did some things and landed myself there, but it was nothing compared to like a lot of the things the women did in there. And I would hear them and it would like, stop and shock me back to reality, honestly. So it was really crazy. So mid that conversation, I hear Shiesty, which that's what I went by in prison because I told y'all what I was on, just doing a lot of dirt. Another different story for a different time. Look up, it's Juice walking across the yard with Jasmine. She's walking up. Jasmine looks kind of salty. Juice comes up and was like, "Hey, man, tell her that I was inside sleeping last night. Like, I passed out on the phone after I got off the phone." I'm like, "Yeah, she did. She did." That girl was not in there sleeping. She was in there with that girl CJ in the showers. In the showers, man, having some 6'5" for her. But that's my dude. I ain't gonna tell on her. So they sit down with us and stuff. Jasmine and Juice are kind of bickering back and forth. And Mackenzie just leans forward and says, "Touch me." And I'm like, "What?" She's like, "Yeah, touch me. Like, I want you to like love all on me, touch me, all that." I'm like, I mean, okay, we could do it for sure. We could do it, but like we just gotta watch out for the COs. So at this point, she's like sitting between my legs, lean back, and my arms around her, like rubbing up her chest, rubbing on her neck, up her face, and she's just leaning back into me. And she's like, "So what if I go grab the yard pants now?" And I was like, "No, like, cause it's like third yard and it's already like late. So by the time she would even went and grandma came back out, they probably would have closed yard. And we live in two opposite different ways. The cottages. I live on one side of the farm. She lives on the other, but she just is trying to be so consistent with it.